Okay. Let's go through this one that I just barely went through. This was not even 5 minutes ago. I'm going to get my notes down on the raid just to make sure that I go back onto the video and I figure out what I did wrong and see if there's anything I can adjust while I'm at it. If you guys have any comments, you can go ahead and put in the comments down below. I'm mostly just going to start doing this for myself just so I can kind of get better at the game, as well as improve on all the small little things that I can think of. If there's anything else you guys can find or that I might need to know, you can go ahead and tell me. Without further ado, from start to finish, here's the raid. I'm just gonna choose the map that I find most familiar with me, would be Woods. I just want to check my gear, make sure everything's good, check what ammo I have. I know this is very useful to me, so I want to keep that close to me. And right here I froze, Tarkov froze. I decided to pause my music, so because as long as I can hear Tarkov's music, it doesn't mean it fully crashed to what I think. So I decided to pause my music so I can hear more. I know that this rifle is actually a really good rifle, so I'm very happy to have it. I think I have decent rounds. I don't know how HP is. I didn't even recognize the round off the bat to begin with, actually. Which is why in game I decided to check my mag and see what rounds I was running. If I would have been more patient, I probably would have actually unloaded a mag to see the pen ray on it, but now thinking about it, I probably could have just inspected the weapon and looked at the bullet that was in the chamber to like opened up the weapon and double clicked on the bullet in the chamber just so I can see the pen rate. That's probably something I'll do next from what I was thinking. Also, right off the bat, I probably should have put my stim right onto number 4. I didn't do that. I probably could have put the rest of these into my pockets so that I had an open bag for anything I needed to pick up. From here, I was just checking my ammo, making sure everything was good. I started walking. I looked around a little bit to see where I was. From right here, I noticed this was the mountainside, which means that right behind me would have been Sawmill and the pond. And I know that if I go that way, and that if I follow the shoreline of the lake, that it will lead me straight to a Scav exfil as well as a PMC exfil. And if I go all the way to the mines and then I follow the mine signs, it will lead me straight to the exfil. I decided to go this way because I want to go up the mountain to see if I can find any decent loots. I know there's a spawn over here, so I went to check. So I peered over to see if there's a spawn over there. I know there is a spawn over here, so that would be on my way of looking that way. Two players. I decided not to fire first to see if it was a scav, but after seeing that they were mostly more geared out than an usual scav would be, and the fact that they automatically called out told me that they were PMC and that I should fire right away. So I do so. It looks like I'm shooting at his leg, probably. I missed those two. There's a chest, there's a shoulder. I don't know if I died from a mine right there. I assumed he threw a grenade, so I wanted to get out of the way. That's why I turned around. I probably shouldn't have turned around and instead probably should have just finished him off. I did miss a few shots. I did see that. Let's see what we got here. That's a down. Yeah, the first few shots I hit his leg. I probably missed the stomach, and then I hit the shoulder, I believe. Then I either died from a mine or from the grenade that he threw. I'm not sure of that. But I did turn around, which I think probably was a tactical error on my part. I probably could have tried to finish him off, and maybe just the explosion of the grenade from my back wouldn't cause enough damage for me to die. Yet again, I do know that I wasn't really holding any armor, so it was very likely I would have died. But taking the extra, how much XP is it? 200 XP? Something like that. Taking the extra XP will be very great use for me. Unfortunately, I did not make it out alive. Later after that, I did confirm that they were bear and that I was not crazy. I did not finish him off. His level, I didn't catch it, but on the next screen, his level was between 35 and 50, was what it said. Let's see if we can find something else that we missed. Friendship Bridge, that is over there more, I believe. Scav House and Scav Bunker, I don't know where those are. Dead Man's Place, I actually don't know where that is either. So this raid was probably going to end up me like transitioning because I know where those are. Which actually do give me a decent amount of Scav rep, so that's great. Not far else because it was so short. I don't really think there was anything else I could do. It was probably just a lose situation for me in the first place. I'll think about it more. I'll rewatch this video and I'll figure out what I could do better. And we'll see from there.